Okay, well, this lighting is only slightly atrocious, so we're gonna go with it. So a little fun fact about me is I actually wrote a stand-up routine in my junior year of high school, and I decided now was the time to read it. Don't know why, but I am alone in my dorm room, and I thought now was as good a time as any. Oh, and I guess the background to this was that my school was having a talent show, and I was like, hey, I think I could write some semi-funny jokes, so why don't I do stand-up in the talent show? And then the talent show actually got canceled, but I don't know, it became a running joke with one of my teachers, shout out Mr. Rendon. He really wanted me to always perform my stand-up routine for the class, so now I'm doing it in a YouTube video, just as good, I think. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pretend like there's actually people here. So if I'm like talking to a crowd, that's why. And we're beginning. Okay, hi everyone. So y'all know me, I'm usually not one to get up and talk in front of a lot of people. So it's probably not a surprise that this is my first time doing stand-up ever. So if you don't laugh, I guess you could blame it on that, or really just the fact that your humor is at the level of my self-confidence. So yeah, I guess I just wanted to start off with the fact that I do think I'm hilarious. Great way to start off a stand-up set, I know. And I do regularly post on TikTok about how funny I am. Oddly enough, those aren't the ones that go viral. But I think the thought behind that is if I just constantly repeat how funny I am, eventually you'll just start to believe it. It's like if at the end of every joke I said, that was so funny, I am literally a comedy genius. And that's a life hack. Feel free to use it. Anyway, one time one of my friends told me I talk like a stand-up comedian, and it stuck with me because I realized it's so true. I'll be talking about some mundane thing like making a sandwich, and it'd be like, I was gonna put mustard on it. And then I realized we were all out. And don't even get me started about the bread. It was moldy and disgusting. Don't worry, I don't actually talk like that. It's, I really wanted to do my amazing, just wonderful stand-up comedian impression. You know, self-affirmation is key when the joke isn't the best. Anyway, so I went to Arizona last weekend, and on the plane ride back, there was a lot of turbulence. It was a little scary, actually. I started getting a little nervous. Definitely went to the worst possible scenario. But then I thought, at least the last thing I listened to would be Harry's house. Not a bad way to go out. Music for a sushi restaurant? More like music for a crashing airplane. Okay. Speaking of planes, on a different flight, I was sitting next to this person that had this huge, like fluffy blanket completely covering her, even over her face. Like I could not see her at all. And her blanket was really just like spilling over into my seat. At first, like I was pretty annoyed. I was like, why are you taking up this so much space? But after a while, I realized, you know, it's a nice blanket. It's pretty comfy. A little weird that we're sharing this blanket, but I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. However, it gets worse. When the plane takes off, she takes her shoes off, blanket still over her face, puts her toes in the little seat of the chair in front of her, socks on. Luckily, the dogs were not out. So it was like, okay, this is a child, right? Finally, like an hour later, she takes the blanket off of her face, and I see that it is, in fact, an adult woman. I was actually shocked. She had no sense of personal space whatsoever. It was really strange, and I guess that's when I realized that some people just don't have self-awareness. Just like my... can't even get this one out. Just like my mom when she's blasting Instagram reels in the living room. I'm so sorry, Mom, I love you and I miss you. It's just a joke. Call me the Jonas Brothers, because I'm going to the year 3000 to get away from every single person that I've sat next to on a plane. That was a great one, okay. So the last plane ride I went on, there wasn't reserved seating, just your boarding group. And I was with my family. Usually me, my mom, and my sister will sit together. And my dad, I mean, if you think I'm tall, you know he's going for the exit row. So we get on the plane, and of course, there's about 1 million middle seats open. What did I expect? I mean, no one wants the middle seat. If someone sat directly next to me and left the aisle seat open, I think I would puke right then and there, just projectile vomit, really just yak it all up, you know, barf everywhere, just upchuck all over the seat. I don't think there's any other ways to communicate that I would throw up. Perhaps Ralph it all out. I don't know what the Ralphs of the world did to deserve that. Anyway, you gotta leave a seat in between. That's the point, people. Don't even get me started on having a conversation on a plane. That's a topic for another day. And looping back around, the reason I was in Arizona was for my great aunt's surprise birthday party. It was a big family event. I hadn't seen a lot of the people there in like 9 years, so that's always weird. It's always, you were like this tall last time I saw you, and my response is always, hi, yeah, uh-huh. I'm sorry, great Aunt Linda, I don't remember you. I was like 8 years old last time I met you once. And then every single one of my relatives asks me the same questions. It's like, what grade are you in? Do you have plans for college? Why do your jeans have holes? Back in my day, we had to work to get tears in our jeans, which are all good and fine questions, but I really just wish one of my relatives would ask, hey, what are your thoughts on the new Wonka trailer? Because I think that would be great. And that's it. If you laughed, comment down below. That would really just boost my self-confidence, because obviously I don't know if these are funny or not. Let me know if I should perform these in front of a live audience. Okay, bye.